What I want to do instead is install a sort of GPS phrase inside of you. So the problem is a lot of us are just walking around and wondering like, what is my purpose? And so essentially we're telling our brain that we don't have one. So what I want to do instead is install a sort of GPS phrase inside of you. So the problem is a lot of us are just walking around and wondering like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And so essentially we're telling our is to live purposefully so you can give your purpose. So how do we do this? Well, that's the great question, right? Well, I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and after each question I want you to pause the video and I want you to answer them, because each of these questions are going to have some clues as to what your sentence might be. So the first question is, what lights you up? What lights you up? Pause, answer that. Number 2, what lights your parents up? Pause, answer the question. Number 3, what do strangers compliment you about? Pause, answer the question. And number 4, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Pause, answer the question. Now, good, I hope you answered all those questions, and the point is that all 4 of those questions are going to have some key words, some key phrases that keep coming up. And those are clues as to what your 6 to 7 word sentence might be. Now, I've worked with a lot of clients, and when they come to this sentence, when they realize what this sentence is in their life, everything starts changing. So a couple of them have been, glorify God in everything I do. Great. One of my clients was, be a voice for other people. Oh, I love that one, it's beautiful. Another one of mine was, make nachos and watch Game of Thrones. Now, that's where we started, but hopefully that's not where he ended. But if it is where he ended, then great, because you know what, it doesn't matter. These life mantras, these life phrases are unique to you, and that's the point. Because once you have your unique phrase that's unique to you, then you start to see that you are unique in this world. You were born for a reason. You have a certain amount of gifts that are used to serve others, that can be used to serve others. It can always glorify your ego or help others. That's a decision. So you may be wondering, okay, well, how do I know once I've landed on my sentence? Well, you'll know because you have this intuitive thing called emotions. And your emotions, your spirit, your soul will feel so good when you've landed on the exact right combination of words. And how you know is because you'll read it back to yourself and you'll just feel electric. You'll feel alive. You'll feel finally like you have figured it out. And then your job is not to figure out how this is going to work, how your purpose is going to manifest, how blah, blah, blah. Your job is just to focus on your purpose, focus on this sentence, and the world will start bringing things into your life that align with it. Because you're telling your brain that you want these things to come in. Your brain is a question-answering machine. So the questions you ask it, the statements you give it, it will produce a result. It will produce an answer. Now, obviously, you have to take action, but the point is you're going to take action because you're so aligned and you're so purposeful with what you're doing. That's where real action comes from. Being aligned, being in service, and being awake to what your life is meant to do and be for other people. So for me, when I finally figured out what my life mantra was, which is to live in love and help spread light, everything started making sense. I started making decisions from that phrase alone. Once you do that, I promise things will just start changing. So, you may not have landed on it quite yet. It's hard to do in 5 minutes, obviously, but ruminate on these things. Keep asking these questions. Keep writing things down, and eventually you will come up with a phrase that is your phrase. And hang it up wherever you go. Think about it at night. Think about it in the morning. And anytime anyone asks you a question, think your phrase first, and then answer yes or no. So, what's your 6 to 7 word sentence? I want to know. Write in the comments below. And how can you start living your purpose now? Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching. And as always, spread this video to people who may be struggling with finding their own life mantra, finding their own life statement, because I guarantee it will shift things dramatically in their life. And as always, live in love and spread your light. Thanks. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe to our channel here. And if you want even more awesome resources on how to live your life, plus some exclusive updates that I only give out over email, go on over to alexkip.com and sign up for our email updates, because we would love to light you up even more. Thanks for watching, Soul Warriors.